So I'm here to talk to you all about how you can, continue to stay out of people's personal lives and how now to even get involved by giving your input about these people's personal lives. Now, I was a victim of this type of shenanigan, and I've even became a patron of this shenanigan issue. And what it is, what I'm about to talk to you about, is like, say for instance, when someone comes to you all in your earbud and they nagging about what's going on in their private homes and whoever they done got into it with, they cousin, they mama, they uncle, they brother, they baby daddy, baby mama, they husband, they wife, they daughter. Don't get involved with that shenanigan. Do not get involved. You have to be careful. I've been in circumstances, even at work, where my coworker always play victim because her family did her wrong. They all stayed in one house. I mean, all 9 or 10 of them in one house, and she was the victim. And will always come to work, complain about how her sibling did her wrong and do this, that, and the other, and they gets into it and they fights and all that. So, and what happens is, over the period of time, when these people keep coming to you, nagging about what's going on in their homes, you end up soaking this nonsense in, and you look at the other person as if they did something to you. You look at the other person who they've been complaining about all these years and months and days to you about, so you look at the other person as if they the enemy. You don't even know what's going on in their house. You don't know if the person that's coming to you with all this shenanigan is the problem. You don't know that. The other person could be the victim. So you have to watch it. I've even become a victim of the shenanigan with my relatives. These people don't get their way with you, so they spread rumors about you. They complain to their coworkers about you. They lie. They do all that. And what happens is they create flying monkeys. Flying monkeys are victims of narcissists. They take people's sizes on whoever they feel that's the strongest with the manipulation and gaslighting. Basically a bully. So they pick the bully to be on their side, and they shun off the person who they claim is a problem. They play victim, and the flying monkeys that they've created, who they didn't spread this nonsense to, they pick their sides and they look at the other person as a problem. Somebody come to me and always complain about how bad they had a man or they mama treat them. And so I supposed to be stupid enough not to think for myself and then look at them as a problem. I don't know that person. They ain't did nothing to me. So why would I look at their mama or their cousin as a bad guy? Because on some kind of what you're talking to me about every time I see you at work. So we have to be careful about that. You have women that may come to work and always expressing about how they man be beating on them and doing them wrong, cheating on them and taking the kids, kidnapping them and running off and all that. And you size up with her, and then when the baby daddy come and pick her up, everybody mad at the baby daddy on some account of what she talking about. And then next thing you know, when it comes down to it, he's the one who's being bullied by the baby mama. The baby mama the one that's abusing him emotionally or either physically. Come to find out, she the one that's gaslighting and cheating on him. So you got to be careful, because you don't want to get involved with this shenanigan. You get involved with it, now you in it. Somebody come to you and complain about how they man doing the wrong. Don't even say who, what, when, why, and there. That's what they waiting on. They waiting on you to ask questions so they can continue on with the shenanigan or complain about how bad they being treated and they victimized and all that. So they can go back home and say, well, I talked to my coworker and he or she said this and that about you too, and I agree. And then next thing you know, your name all floating around their household, and all you was doing was so-called trying to fake help or whatever. You really don't care, but you just throwing your 2 cents in because you ain't trying to be a bad, mean person towards this person who's nagging about their own little private problem. But see, you got to even be careful with that, because the little bit that you say, they'll listen to it and they'll take it. They would take it and they would run with it and they'll go back and throw it in their spouse face or throw it in their mama face or throw it in their brother face. I'm telling you, I've been a victim of this nonsense. I got a video about this. I forgot the name of it, but I made a couple of videos on how to survive this narcissistic nonsense. So if you got a coworker or anybody, a neighbor, who keep coming to you about their personal problems with their spouse or with their relatives, do not get involved. Hey, play it off. Just, y'all. What? Oh, okay. That's probably the far as you can go with that. Don't ask questions. Don't even give any advice. It's sad to say, but don't do it, because anything that you may throw out there, they're going to take it and they're going to run with it. And next thing you know, your name is floating around that house. And all you was trying to do was help. You know, you try to help your auntie out with her guy. And then next thing you know, when the guy come around, he being thrown stones at and all this. And then next thing you know, she the one who was abusing him. And then when it's all said and done, they go home and make up. And now you the problem. You're the problem on why they got into it, or why things got even more hectic. Court fees and spousal supports and child support and all this nonsense in play now, because you advise him or her to go to court and go through all this stuff and this and that and the other. And so now everybody mad at you because of your advice. And all you was doing was trying to help. So you got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? I had a coworker, like I said, a while back, who used to always come to work and complain about how her sister did her wrong. And then her sister used to work at another store, so we'll go to the other store and, you know, bad things not see and I speak. You know, but my other coworkers, they said they didn't speak. They didn't speak to her. I said, well, why not? Well, no, because such and such said that she this and that and the other, and how she be treating her. I said, well, you know, she ain't did nothing to you. She ain't did nothing to us. We don't know what's going on in that house. She don't say nothing. When we go and see her at the store, she didn't say, girl, let me tell y'all about such and such. Let me ventilate to y'all about it. She'll speak back. Hey, how y'all doing? You see what I'm saying? And so when that was I'm like, well, wait a minute. She seemed like she cool. You know, I ain't finna get involved with that. How you doing? And that's that. And then, you know, I'm like, I go back to work and tell my coworker, yeah, I seen your sister. She's like, yeah, you spoke to her. I was like, yeah, why? What you mean, why? What, she ain't did nothing to me. I told you how she be doing me. Well, that's between you and her, sweetie. And from the sounds of everything, from the looks of it, you the one who's probably the problem. Why would you get mad at me because I spoke to your sister? I don't care what you telling me about her. She ain't did nothing to me. And just by you getting mad because I spoke to her, then that means that you is the problem. I speak to her, she smiled, speak back. She didn't say, well, my sister at work telling y'all about me. She ain't drama at all. I don't know and I don't care what's going on, but from what I'm seeing, she ain't a problem. She ain't did nothing to me, and I'm not finna make it a problem on some kind of what you talking about. And then she used to get mad because we would speak. And then question why we speak to her. Come on now. See? And see, you got other people that's not that strong. You got other people like, I ain't speak to her. I did just what you said. I ain't say nothing. You know? And see, these are flying monkeys. Yeah, when you go back to the store, I want you to roll your eyes at her. Okay. And I want you to tell me what she did after you roll your ass at her. Or when you see her over here and there, I want you not to say nothing to her. Don't say nothing. Just shun her off. And then I want you to tell me what she said or did after you didn't speak to her. See? And then you got people who stupid enough to let people think for them and run their life, and they go back and they fall right for the shenanigans. See, that's how you create flying monkeys. That's what that is. The narcissist is the one who guides these flying monkeys. These flying monkeys, they get on that team with the narcissist because they feel that if they don't do what the narcissist said, the narcissist going to treat them bad. The narcissist going to start talking about them. spreading lies and stuff like that, bullying them or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So these people who can't think for themselves, they fall for the okie doke and they become flying monkeys. If you in your 30s and 40s and 50s and 60s and you a flying monkey, you ought to go smack yourself. You ought to go kill yourself. Because if you are at this age where you got another grown fool telling you how to think and how to live your life on terms of what they talking about, then you deserve every treatment that's coming to you from this narc fool. You deserve it. You are an adult. You think for yourself. If no one has done anything to you, you don't get outside of the territory of doing right and being having dignity within yourself to make some narc fool feel good by treating another person bad who ain't done nothing to you. You don't go out your way to look down and turn your nose down at somebody and look at them with hardy eyes on some account of what somebody's saying that's they done in them at home. You don't know what's going on with these people, so you can't sit up here and say, well, I'm mad at him or her because of how they treat my coworker. How you know what's going on? Well, that's what they said. So what? You don't know if that's true. You give advice, you better believe they're going to go back and tell everything you saying. Not to be helpful. They saying it to be mean, to make that person, to make their peoples, whoever they mad at, to feel like they got a cheerleading team going on. Oh, I got a whole bunch of people who agree with me because such and such at work said that you should do this and I should do that and you this and that and the other, and I'm taking their advice. They love me, they like me, they favor me, so I'm going to listen to them. And now the other person at home like, well, who is this? What are you talking about? Why is you telling our business at work? And who is this person? What is you talking about? And all this and that and the other. Then when this person come pick them up or happen to come visit them at work and they mad at you and you like, why you mad at me? Yeah, because my woman or my man told me that you said this and that and the other, and now your name all around their household because you quote supposed been trying to help. No, people, when you have your co-workers and neighbors that's coming to you about all this shenanigan about their boyfriend, girlfriend, mama, sister, cousin, whatever's going on in their private home, do not get involved, period. Don't give no inputs, no outputs, no side talk, sidelines. Don't give none of that. Just stay out of it. It's okay to not get involved. It's okay to ignore it. It's okay to just laugh it off or, oh, okay, yeah. But don't act like you helping. We don't give a rat's butt about these people and their problems. We really don't. But we try to be, nonchalant about it. We don't want to be rude. But I'm sorry, you're going to have to be like, look, hey, I don't know. But, okay, I hope things work out well and keep it moving. These people, you don't know what's going on. You don't know if that person is the problem. You don't know that. 9 times out of 10 when people come to work and they pour out their personal problems at home, especially on habitual terms, something is going on. And they need to ventilate. That's why they do it. They don't care who they tell it to. They have to ventilate, and they're probably the problem. They're probably the problem. 9 times out of 10, I'm trying to tell you, I was a victim of this shenanigan, and I became a fool of this shenanigan. 9 times out of 10, when you have someone who always come to you booing about what's going on behind their closed doors, they're the problem. And they're looking for a pity party, looking for a pamper to cold them, to soothe them, to give them a reason of hope on why they shouldn't feel bad about what's going on at home. And see, if they wasn't the problem, they wouldn't care. They'd be like, okay, well, whatever's going on is our problem, because when I get back, I'm putting this person out, or when I get back, it's over with, it's done. You got confidence in yourself on how to control your own household, your own circumstances, because work is work and home is home. You know how to divide that. You ain't got nothing to worry about. But a victim, a person who play victim, like to throw pity parties, like to come to work with their problems, like to go home with their work problems or whatnot. They want everybody on earth to feel sorry for them because of what's going on in their life. Those are the ones who like to play victim, because 9 times out of 10, they're the problem. So, advice, just stay out of it. Man, your own business. These people come to you, you can either tell them, look, I'm sorry that's what's going on, but I can't get involved with that. Who cares if they get mad? Who cares? Let them spread it to somebody else. Look, you holding me up. I got things to do over here. I'm on the clock. I don't want to hear all this nonsense. Go to the Lord about it. See, they go to everybody and their mom. They go to a stranger. They go to everybody and their mom instead of going to the Lord. So, food for thought, people.